You could go through each of these words and just highlight the U-R-E on the end of each of them, which is making a long vowel sound, and the long vowel sound it's making is So you need to remember which words we're using U-R-E on the end of for the sound. Now, if you go back, let's talk about what each of these words mean. So injure means to hurt either physically and or emotionally. A failure is defeat. Pleasure is a feeling of happiness and enjoyment. Future could be subsequent, something that's going to happen. Pasture is land covered by grass used for grazing livestock. Now there's a couple of sayings that include the word pasture. So if someone says they're being put out to pasture, it means they're retiring. And if someone says they're moving to greener pastures, they're going somewhere better. Puncture means a small hole caused by the poke of something sharp. Moisture is condensation. It's a small quantity of liquid on a surface. Furniture are the movable articles to make a room suitable for living or working in, such as tables and chairs. Literature are written texts in a particular subject, and temperature, the degree of heat in a substance or object. U-R-E is an R-controlled vowel sound, making the sound at the end of a word. So down here we want you to write the list word after its definition. We went through the definitions yesterday, so you may need to refer back to the day one video. Then fill in the gap with the list word. So you're going to have to show that you understand what each of the words mean in this section as well. Antonyms, you've got to find the list word that means the opposite to the three given words. Then we want you to have a look at these idioms. We've started them. We need you to finish the idioms and then give a definition for each of them. So we discussed them on the day one video if you're unsure. Synonyms mean words that mean the same as the three given words. They have to be list words, of course. Then fill in the missing list word and answer the question. So what unit is used to measure? So it has to be a word from above, and then you have to answer the question. Now, literature is often used to refer to written works of artistic merit. Write your favourite works of literature. We've asked you for 3. On this day 3, we want you to write the verb form of the list word. So failure would go back to its verb state, which would be fail. You can work out the other 2. Then here we want you to fill in the blanks in this verb family table. So you're showing the different tenses. Now remember, if a word ends in E goes away when ing comes to stay, and when we're adding the ed, if there's already an ed, you don't add another e. Now in this section you have to make the adjective and use them in sentences, so you can follow the prompts here to form the adjective, and then you've got to fit all 4 adjectives into sentences, and there's only 3 lines, so think about that. Fill in the gap with the base word, the list word or extension. So you may have to take these words back to their base form. You could use them in their current form here, or you may need to add to the given word to make them fit within each of these sentences. This day 4 is about adverbs, so it's a revision page. So adverbs can be a single word or a phrase that modifies a verb, an adjective or another verb. Adverbs can show manner, time or place. Many adjectives can be made into adverbs by adding ly. So that's what we're doing here. Complete the table. So your adjective is quick. Just by adding ly, you can change it into an adverb quickly. So you can go through and do those. They're quite easy to finish off. In this section, we want you to identify the verb in the sentences below. So read the sentences, perhaps highlight the verb. Then we want you to rewrite a sentence with an adverb inserted to modify how the verb is being done. So the verb in this first one would be ate. Logan ate a sandwich. We want to modify that verb, so we might put something like Logan quickly ate a sandwich. Use one of the above adverbs to add to these verbs, or you could you create one or use one of your own. Now in the next section we've got some common adverbs that don't end in ly, and you can read through those on your own. Then write 3 sentences using at least one of these adverbs in each sentence. So note, ensure the adverb modifies the verb. For example, the bird flew high above the clouds. So you've got to use the adverb with a verb to add to its meaning. So insert an arrow from the adverb to the word it modifies as shown. So of course you're going to have the arrow go from the adverb to the verb. Now write an adverb ending in ly before each adjective. So you could have frequently sleepy, you could have constantly talkative, epically sad. You can use your own words there to add to those adjectives.